All right, so here are some hip mobility drills that I want you to be doing and a little bit more in depth on the detail and exactly how to get the most out of these exercises so that you can increase the mobility in your hips, decrease pain in your back and in your knees. So we're gonna get started with the staple one, which is the 90-90, okay? So what you wanna do is you want to have your feet, or excuse me, legs, back up a little bit here, legs in this 90-90 position, okay? Use this hand to prop yourself up. You can see I've got my front leg at 90 degrees, back leg's also at 90 degrees, keeping my chest up and square. I'm gonna hover forward, and now what I'm gonna do when I'm in this bottom position is I'm gonna take this knee and I'm gonna drive it into the floor as I'm breathing. So I'm driving for 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm gonna come out of it. And I'm gonna treat these as reps. So I'm gonna go down, hold it, come back up. An advanced version of this is if you went down, push your knee into the floor, you can also pick up your back foot off the ground as well to get some more activity in your hips, okay? And then you'll switch sides. So if in your program, you've got like 5 reps on each side, what you'll do is you go down, hold for 5 seconds, come out of it, that is 1 rep, okay? So that's one exercise. Another one is the Frogger stretch, okay? So we've done this before where you want to get on your knees, spread your knees out here, and you want your feet to be flat on the ground here, all right? And you can either stay on your hands or you can go onto your elbows, either one is fine. But you want to just kind of rock backwards here, pushing your hips back as far as they'll go. Don't let it take your breath away, just continue to breathe through it. The closer you put your feet inward, the easier it will get. The further outward they go, the harder it's gonna get. And again, we're gonna treat these as reps. So we're gonna go backwards, we're gonna hold it as far as we can for about 5 seconds. We're gonna breathe, and we're gonna come forward and we're just gonna kind of rock in and out of that, okay? The goal here is to get further back each time that you do it. You can also do this at the end of your workouts as well, and you can hold it for like 30 to 60 seconds as well. Okay, again, holding back for about 5 seconds and then coming out of it, rocking back and forth. Another one that we're gonna do is we're going to do hip circles or hip cars. So we're gonna be on all fours here. We're gonna take one knee up and we're gonna bring it around and then back down. So again, up, around, and back down. You're trying to keep your knee as high up as you possibly can here. The goal and the key with any sort of mobility work is that you are being intentional with it. It is not just going through the motions here. We have an intention, just like when we lift weights, right? We're putting a lot of effort into it. We're not just going through the motions. That's the same thing you want to do with mobility. Get the knee up and around. Do about 5 reps on each side. And you can do 2 rounds of 5 reps on each side. So 2 sets of 5 each is good for these here. Good. Another one we're gonna do is we're gonna do a kneeling stretch here. So you're gonna come onto one knee. Shoulders are gonna stay square the entire time that we do this. One foot's gonna be out to the side, one knee is gonna be down, and you're going to just push your hips this way. Trying to keep your foot nice and flat. If your heel pops up, you've gone too far. You can just reach your foot out a little bit more. Again, keeping your body square. Going here. Now what you wanna do is we kind of wanna rock backwards and forwards here. So I'll show you what it looks like from the side view, okay? So if we got my knee out this way, I'm gonna push inward this way, and I'm gonna rock backwards and forwards out of this. You can see I'm taking my hips back and down, feeling a really good stretch here, then coming forward and trying to push through this hip here, okay? So again, we're gonna do about 5 reps of those on each side, 2 sets. Back and forward, back and forward, really trying to get this knee as far out as we can, back and forward, and then we'll switch sides, okay? One of the other ones I want to show you is an active pigeon stretch, okay? So what pigeon is unique for everybody. So what you're gonna try to do, try to get down in this position. My back leg is straight, if you can see it. It's not bent, it's nice and straight behind me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get my leg to be 90 degrees. If I have to bring this foot in a little bit, that's okay. But my goal is to work myself up to that 90 degrees. All right, I'm gonna prop myself up with my hands. I'm gonna bring my chest into my knee and I'm gonna push this knee into the floor for 5 seconds, really feeling a stretch, really feeling a burn, and then coming out of it and relaxing, okay? We're gonna do 5 reps of those, going down, push, 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 push that knee into the floor, activate, be intentional, right? We're not just stretching, but we're trying to connect with that joint in the knee, okay? Down, connect with the knee, push it into the floor, 5 seconds, and then come out of it and relax, okay? So we'll do, again, you can do 2 sets of 5 of each of those on each side. And those are really should be good enough. Those are some pretty staple hip mobility drills. If you feel like you're doing them frequently, you're not getting any better at them, your hips don't feel any better, really go back through them again and try to change your mindset. Mindset meaning, okay, when I go into these mobility drills, I'm gonna try and really open up my hips. I'm gonna try and be intentional and connect with the joint instead of just treating it like stretching. Mobility drills are different than just stretching. You're trying to connect, you're trying to increase stability and strength in that position. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So yeah, whenever you're doing hip mobility, just try that out, see how